Hello and welcome to Tonic Studios. I'm Leo and today I'm going to be showing you a quick background technique using the not so humble glitter marker. So we're making a very simple background today, like I said, just using a glitter marker. And we're going to use it in a couple of different ways to build up a project at the end as well. So glitter markers, they are basically glitter in a pen form. So of course you can write with them, but there's a couple of other things that you can do as well. So what I'm going to do first of all, I have my messy mat to the side of me here. I'm just going to prime some ink into the nib and just scribble away on my mat here because I want a good bit of ink for this. And I have a bottle of glycerin, however you would pronounce that. And I'm just going to pour myself a little, just on the messy mat as well. That's probably 3 times as much as I need, but there we go. This you can get, we have a lot of different crafting uses for glycerin. Most pharmacies, I believe, sell it. If you've ever had a sore throat, you've probably had something with glycerin in it. So have a check at your pharmacy if you can't find it anywhere else. So what I'm going to do is taking one of my Nouveau spatulas, I'm going to grab myself just a little bit of the glycerin and mix into some of the glitter marker. And you can see already the colour in the marker there is sort of showing very nicely. And I have just a blending sponge and I'm going to start by making myself a nice simple background. So taking the puddly bit of glycerin and glitter marker onto my sponge, I'm just going to start rubbing this over my nice piece of white card here. Mix a little bit more. Now, the reason I like to use this specifically is it's helping to water down your glitter marker, so you're getting the colour, but once the glycerin is actually dried off, you will still see all of the glitter that is in it on the background as well. So it gives you a different kind of effect. You can have the colour in a slightly subtler way, but you still get all of that nice shimmer that you expect and enjoy from your glitter marker as well. I'm just going to make this a slight ombre effect going up the paper. So a bit darker down here. And get it a bit paler moving up. Tiny bit more. So I'm always going to start down here just to make sure that the darkest bit of colour ends up in the bottom corner. And then just pull the rest of it up the card. And once you're happy with the background, I'm then just going to bring in a stencil. I've just grabbed the hearts one. We're getting towards Hearts and Flowers month, so it seemed appropriate. And I'm going to mix a tiny bit more. So you really don't need a huge amount to get a lot of colour out of this. And it's a fun way to make a different kind of background that still has, like I said, all of that glitter and shimmer from your glitter marker, but in a slightly subtler way if you don't want it to be sort of, glitter right in your face. So pop the stencil just onto there, pick up some more of my shimmery liquid, and I'm just going to stencil into some of these hearts, and I'm going to do the ombre effect in the opposite direction, so darker in the top left corner. I had to think about that then, could you tell? Darker in the top left and then coming down paler to meet the ombre that we did on the background. And this time I'm literally just sort of bouncing it into the stencil so I'm not dragging the colour. And again, once you're happy with how you have built that up, lift up your stencil and here is your background piece, and you can then cut that down to make sure it is the right size for your card, and you should just about be able to see hopefully the shimmer that is still on there. So like I said, once the glycerin is all dried and evaporated off, you will be left with just the shimmer and the colour in the background. Can you see it, Alex? I don't know if I can see it.
Yes, you can.
Good.
You can. We just tilt it up slightly. There it is. You can see it beautifully there.
Nice. So that's a really easy and quick way to make yourself a very simple background. But there's a couple of other things that you can do with glitter markers as well. We might as well show them while we're here. So again, I'm going to grab my marker and onto my delightfully messy mat, I'm going to give myself another little puddle. And this time I have just some plain water. I'm going to put next to it. I have a paintbrush and I've got a little image that I have coloured. This is from the Milk and Cookies Stamp Club. So I've just die cut this out, coloured in the background, and all I'm going to do is grab some water on my paintbrush and then pick up some of that glitter marker and just paint in the little heart-shaped, I guess these would be like chips or icing in your cookie. Yeah, let's call them heart-shaped chips. Not heart chips, though. I don't want heart chips in my cookie. That's not the kind of cookie.
Heart chip, chocolate chips.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah, what he said. So again, you're just using the glitter marker in a slightly different way. You could just draw straight into it if you wanted to, and you'd get like a really strong colour. If you watered this down a bit more, you'd get a much paler colour, so you can kind of make it work precisely for your project. And again, once this is dried, you're left with that gorgeous glitter and the colour in your little heart. So I'm not going to pick that up because I'm going to end up with it all over my fingers, but you can see now I've coloured in those little hearts and hopefully you can just about see the glitter. So now I have a background and I have a little decorative piece, and we should probably put those together. And like I said, it is the season of hearts and flowers. So here is a very quick card that I have pulled together. I'm going to add on my little dried heart here. Oh, that sounds awful, doesn't it? My little dried heart, my shriveled, dead, dried heart. No, the one that I have painted that has dried overnight. So just to pop a bit of glue on the back of here to finish off my cute Valentine's card. Like so. And the very last thing that I was going to show you, like I said, you can also write with glitter markers, and this Valentine's card is going somewhere, so I should probably sign my name inside and add just a glittery little heart on the bottom as well. There we go. So that is a super quick and effective background that you can make just using a glitter marker. I hope this has given you some inspiration on how to use the glitter markers in your collection too. Don't forget to tag us in your makes on social media. I'd love to see what you're making. Happy crafting!